And I'm like, what is wrong with this thing? So I turned it off. It's a 1975 Moto Guzzi 850 for 600 bucks.
Yeah.
So I bought this. It's terrible. Casey fall off the trailer. Geez, Casey, you fell off the wagon. Yes. What's up, people? I totally did something stupid and whim bought a motorcycle, a crappy motorcycle, when I was supposed to be working on my new house with my wife and father-in-law. But they were really nice and let me do it. I can't talk. This is not the bike. This is the Kawasaki Ninja that eventually I'm going to paint to be like the one from Top Gun and enjoy. But right now I got it done because I decided I need no more projects in my life because of the other big projects coming up and that's why I totally bought a crappy motorcycle, which I'm going to show you. But two stories on this. One, I love riding it. I think it's an awesome muscle bike and it's a huge sense of accomplishment to drive it. The two exhausts are cool, and of course I took a big drill bit and got rid of the baffles and stuff like that. It's nice and stereo. So I was driving it the other day, went to get fuel. I was going to drive it home, felt all great, except what was left of the rust in the tank that we didn't clean up, clogged up the filter, and then it died. So that was a bummer. So I had to clean that out, empty the fuel, pump new fuel back in, pump it back out with a filter, and keep doing that process until it was all clean, and that was fine. So I ride it. I think this is great. I was gonna go see some motorcycle friends of mine. They weren't around. And I'm sitting at a traffic light, and it's idling. Click, boom, chink, boom, boom, chink, boom. I'm like, my God, what's wrong with it? And there's a little bit of smoke, but that could be header paint. And I'm like, what is wrong with this thing? So I turned it off, and I still keep hearing the noise, and I look up, and I'm like, oh, my bike wasn't broken. That's just a Harley over there idling. But then I'm like, okay, no big deal. So I went to start it up, and then it wouldn't start. It was the switch. It eventually went. So moral of the story, Harley people, you guys, bikes, man, they just make everything sound broken, but I guess that's what you enjoy, so that's cool. But the other thing is, I was excited, it was feeling good, I'm like, I'm gonna rip on this thing. So I roll into it in first, I shift in a second, I go to roll into it hard and it pops out of gear, probably because some ham-footed idiot in the 80s with the engine that I just bought thought they would speed shift without the clutch in a second gear, and they suck at riding. So moral of the story is, stop sucking at riding, you're gonna ruin it for a loudmouth YouTuber in the future. Let's go see the junk bike with these people who will disperse because they didn't know I'd walk right by them. Oh yes, what did I buy? Okay, so here's the thing. So the Genius Garage students, they're always looking for junk to buy. And for some reason, Kenny Loggins, i.e. Dan, who likes old stuff, wants to buy a Ford Anglia, like the Harry Potter flying car, and he wants to ship it, so they send me weird stuff. But then they sent me this. It's a 1975 Moto Guzzi 850 for 600 bucks. Yes. So I bought it because it's terrible and it's Italian. And I like masochistic relationships for some reason, but come here and check it out. I'm gonna get it out, although that's gonna be hard because those repo guys are over there, whatever, and they're blocking the loading ramp. But we're gonna take a look at it. So the 850T, great bike, more of a touring bike, but it's still all the same architecture, the sport bikes, the Ducatis and the Moto Guzzis from the 70s, and I super fell in love with Ducati when I was young. I still love Ducati, but the problem is all those Yahtzee collectors did, and they gentrified them and made the prices too much, so it's gonna be too hard for me to get a Ducati 750 Sport like I like. But Moto Guzzi is so cool, and I love the configuration of the engines. It makes sense, and it's got a shaft drive. What? It's got spoke wheels from the time period and everything on it, but as this bike goes, it's been sitting for the last 15 years. Yeah, ran when parked, as they say. And so in I'm presuming the 90s, maybe the 80s, put on this horrific looking Vetter front fairing, big ugly fiberglass saddlebags, this ridiculous seat, sissy bar and everything. It's still got the helmet on it. And I got some parts to fix it up, but it looks terrible because it is terrible right now. But when you take all that crap off, there's a charming motorcycle under there. And I don't know what to do. And I probably shouldn't have bought it, but I did. And we're gonna have to fix it up on YouTube. Does this feel like Hoovie's Garage? I'm like, I bought the worst Moto Guzzi in America. Except instead of taking it to my mechanic and spending a ton of money and going like, oh, I messed something up again, we're just gonna fix it and then I'll complain along the way and eventually it'll work. So yeah, anyway, I gotta get this thing out. Normally I'd go over there to the loading dock, but there's some repo dudes with a Dodge. So the guy I bought this from was totally cool. He had this, I guess, when he was in college and rode it around. He put like 5,000 miles on it. I bet I brought 50. It's got these big, ridiculous saddlebags. And I mean, this would have been cool in the 80s. It would have cruised just fine. It's got this old, check this out. It's got an old OEM Volkswagen tape deck. Apparently it was cool. They even put an amp gauge and oil pressure gauge on it. The original ones are down here. This is kind of neat, this little hydraulic cylinder. It's got this crazy hydraulic pump. I've never seen one of these before. And what it used to apparently do is these aftermarket shocks you could pump up. So I guess if you're picking up a fat chick, you can not bottom out your shocks. That's gonna be mean. I probably should edit that. Anyway, if you have too much weight back here, you can pump it up and equalize it so everybody has a nice ride, no matter how they choose to live their lifestyles. So that's kind of that. But anyway, so here's the deal. I gotta rip this crap off and see. Let's look under the seat. Let's see if we can do that. All right. I don't even know how to do that. There's gonna be Moto Guzzi people out there like, you're an idiot. You don't even know how to take the seat off. No, it's my first Moto Guzzi. Oh, it smells like old fuel so bad. Oh yes, look at this. That's kind of cool. Oh, yeah. That is an Italian OEM part. And that's kind of that. So I pose it to you guys that are into vintage bikes and Italian sport bikes and stuff. How should I finish this off? Should I go like total, road racing with megaphones and a big fiberglass tank and a single speed seat and like a half fairing? Should I do the kind of like little Italian Moto Guzzi fairing on the headlight, just with a little bit sportier kind of cafe bars? That might be a good way to go. Kind of maybe, I guess that's sort of more of like an Italian sport brat look. That might be really good. And how should I paint it? I'm not super into being like, ooh, I need to make this exactly perfectly stock the way it was. I just like it to be tasteful from the time period and representing and being sporty. All the feel of the Italian sport and wackiness and handmadeness, but just something that'll be fun to ride and drive. But I want to show you guys, I hope you guys will enjoy the build. And that's kind of it. Hopefully inspire you guys to do something. I really do feel kind of ridiculous buying this because it's such a piece of junk right now. It really is. But I think it's going to come around pretty quickly. All right. That make you nervous?
Scared me for a second.
Scared the cameraman. You're fine. It is a weird, never-ending quest and build for, I don't know, people afflicted with cars and bikes. Like, you want something, you can't necessarily go buy it, but it's like, the journey is finding something that you can afford and you can put in your love and time and make it what you want. It's building your dream. That's why it's cool. And I was really into this. Back in 2010, I was racing a Honda 350cc four-cylinder Grand Prix bike. And I actually won my races at Mid-Ohio at that Vintage National Championship race or whatever. But I had a really good weekend, and when Sunday when it was all over, I was feeling great, and there was a guy with a vintage motorcycle dealership there, and he had a 73 Ducati Sport, the black and yellow one, had the half fairing on it. It was gorgeous. And he was trying to sell it, obviously. And back then, it was a lot of money. I would have had to sell a car or two or something to buy it. And he let me test ride it, and I just remember bopping around Mid-Ohio, not the track, but like around, and I just thought it was so cool. And I just loved that 70s Italian twin sport bike, and just felt great. And since then, I always wanted, an Italian 750 twin. And Ducatis are just too much money. It never worked out. And I've been really enjoying doing this YouTube video, and I hope you guys are enjoying it too, because now it gives me, the Genius Garage students are doing great on their own builds, and I can help facilitate that for them, give them the opportunity to build their dreams. But I also get the opportunity to sort of build mine. And I like sharing that with you guys because I hope it will inspire you to go build some of yours. So the question is, can I get this out without screwing it up? That'll be interesting. I think I can. We'll see. Will Casey fall off the trailer? Geez, Casey, you fell off the wagon. Wow, I cannot move this at all. Is it in gear? Why? There's no brakes. That's not helpful. God, I really wish I had brakes right now. Oh, come on. Because I could use them to kind of bounce the suspension off. Okay, I guess we'll go this way. Oh, it's getting heavy. This isn't going well. Casey drops his Italian motorcycle out of the trailer. It's got this stupid kickstand on. Did you guys see how big this kickstand is? God. Got some like crazy 80s touring BS on it. Is this strong enough? Hey, this might work. Yeah. Oh, don't do that. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, stage one complete. Oh, why are you doing that? got a handlebar like lock, like a 1950s Schwinn bicycle. Are we serious about this right now? Okay, stay. Oh, no, almost. 1, 2. Yes. Don't flop, don't flop, don't flop, no flopping. Motorcycle. That kickstand is gonna do no good right there. Look at this trials riding like balance. That didn't work. Yes, yes. Okay. Dad's shoes, engage. That was the moment where I questioned my own life and sanity. Those moments passed though. Here we go. Oh yes. And, oh, you just gotta throw your ass into it. Okay, stay. Oh, not good. I'm thinking. And one hand hold, 1 foot brake. No, pushing it back over. God damn it. You like this, don't you? You don't have to be in the video or do any work. And you get all of the behind the scenes entertainment. Hold on.
I'm actually impressed with what I'm seeing.
Don't be. Oh, I got a brilliant idea.
Jump it off the,
No, I'll put it in gear. That's like a brake, and then I'll pull it in the clutch, and if the clutch works, yeah, look at that.
Wow.
The genius.
It's almost like you're like building cars.
Yeah.
You just rub the dust off of that, it'd be fine. You take it out in the rain, no issue. That dust will come right off.
Is there room to get this thing in here? There's a lot of uhs. It's so terrible. It is truly so terrible. Who was it that sent me this advertisement for sale? It's Dan? Why is he mysteriously not here right now?
He's probably getting lunch because he knew you were filming.
Because he knew he didn't want to be in the video where I questioned him. Is like, why did you show me this? Okay, how sweet is this? Okay, let's see if the engine turns over. We could be really brave and stick the terminals to the battery and try to turn it over. I was just gonna bump it. Yeah, it turns over.
Piece fell off.
Something came flying.
What fell off?
Yeah, probably a piece of plastic.
We don't need that. What is it?
Weight
It's
reduction.
like a cap for the end of a square piece of tube. I like this thing.
Why did I buy this?
You tell me. When you posted in the chat that you had bought a Moto Guzzi, we were all like,
What?
Because you're impulsive and have no self-control.
That's not entirely true.
Oh, do it back and forth so it smacks him in the head.
Faster!
It's like when you think the bird misses your head.
Hey Dan, why'd you make me buy this thing? This audio is gonna be crap.
Looks horrible with
Wait, he can't hear you. Hold on. Why did you show me this?
Well, I was gonna maybe get it, but you decided you wanted it. And it's a really nice looking bike when it doesn't have all this crap.
With the better kit, take the better kit off.
Take off the fairings, take off these, and then you have
And that, and that,
go
and
back
that,
to
and
stock
that.
seat. Yeah,
Make it a stock bike and it's a nice
it's like a classic mid-70s Italian motorcycle.
It looks terrible.
Right now it does. You have all the parts to bring this back to stock. So maybe this weekend you can.
Yeah, one weekend, that's all you got.
One weekend's all you need.
But
You're on a timetable, Casey.
have you looked at it?
Yeah.
So I bought this. It's terrible. I blame Dan. And my wife's gonna kill me when she sees this. She knows. But anyway, you guys can enjoy this. God, this is turning into Hoovie's Garage. Why?
These are questions you can
Did you touch your face at some point?
Did you figure out?
You touched the line down your forehead there.
I'm out. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and naturally that you will subscribe, but please click that bell so I can continue to bring you wholesome and entertaining automotive content. Also, huge thanks to Avalon King ceramic coating. They're supporting this channel and making this all possible. But more importantly, I'm looking forward to using it on all of my vehicles, including my old dirt bike. Ceramic coating bonds directly to the surface of your paint, trim, and plastics to give a long-lasting shine that beats all waxes. It lasts for years and it's easy to maintain. I've got it on my Viper right now, and my car has never looked this good. So give them a try. Again, thanks for watching. and I look forward to see you next time.